Hello everybody. What about a video about internet dating? Each lady records exactly the same things. She cherishes children and dogs and appears to be extremely regrettable of men. For what reason do they put their most terrible foot forward? Ladies copy one another, and assuming they hear that a specific style of online individual promotion works for one of their companions, then they will give exactly the same thing a shot in their record. In any case at this moment, there's a change in the way that web-based dating works. Up until quite a while back, online dating was predominantly done the same way it had always been done. Ladies would post their internet-based advertisements on sites like Plenty of Fish, OkCupid, Lavalife, Harmony, and other comparative destinations, and ladies would receive many messages from endless folks who would be fortunate to get one single reaction back from the handfuls or many ladies he reached. In such a situation, the folks would need to burn through all the energy to get an association and an opportunity to address a lady. What's more, ladies would simply pause for a minute and partake in the entirety of the consideration. What I like to call Dating 2.0, which came out a couple of years prior, incorporates basically Tinder, and to some little degree Hot or Not, and this better approach for dating implies that a man doesn't need to compose a profile and neither does a lady. The two of them simply swipe left for individuals they could do without and right for individuals they do. Also, indeed, folks are successfully barraging ladies with consideration in light of the fact that most folks will shut their eyes and swipe right, so they can expand their accessible pool of ladies. Furthermore, they will likewise swipe to one side for most folks, particularly in the event that they are a 3 or a 4 or beneath. As an examination, after Lou Marco said that most folks flick to one side for each and every young lady they see, I concluded I would do that on Tinder to see what sort of results I could get. Certain enough, I got the absolute most unattractive ladies matching me back. However, before, when I chose ladies that I just viewed as alluring, I just found about 6 matches over the last 3 months when I was attempting that. What to remember about internet dating is that ladies don't answer a man's profile in the event that it's extraordinary and fascinating. All things considered, most of ladies reach you back assuming that you set off the right things as indicated by what they need. In the event that you're sharp-looking, prepped, in design, and furthermore have muscles and the perfect extents, you're without a doubt to be reached back, particularly as web-based dating has gone from being cerebral in light of the fact that you would need to fascinate ladies with your words to being visual. I additionally used to accept that folks used to swipe to one side for most pictures, that unattractive ladies would do exactly the same thing. One more appealing lady with an unattractive face and in her mid to late 30s or past is nearly somebody that nobody will contact. By then, you'll essentially get moved off to the web-based dating leeway center. Furthermore, from that point, they go to the scratch and dent section, sell-off dating locales. The equivalent goes for short bulbs, unfortunate moderately aged men. On the off chance that you're one of these folks lowering down and dating a generally unattractive lady, then, at that point, at any rate, she can have one of these 3 characteristics: youth, a preface, or a lovely body. Concerning inside, I've quit searching for exceptionally wise ladies to date. I knew a small bunch of them in my day-to-day existence, however, I coincidentally found them at random. Yet in the event that you go on Tinder and attempt to get dates from it, you'll frequently see that your marches frequently have short 3 or 4 line profiles as a feature of their records. Ladies put exactly the same things in their profiles again and again. They say they like dogs, and from my perceptions, a large portion of them are searching for committed relationships. So no screwballs, jerks, or folks searching for casual, intimate encounters. Yet the incongruity is in the event that they met a hot person, they would most likely lay down with him immediately, and on the off chance that he didn't lay down with them immediately, they presumably consider him to be a crackpot of some kind. I frequently can't help thinking about why ladies aren't being straightforward with their profiles, and I don't think they really mull over them by the same token. I think all that truly matters is what's socially ok. They all need to seem, by all accounts, to be keeping the implicit social guidelines and don't actually set out to break them, and the congruity is totally staggering. They'd all say that they like to drink socially, implies they like to become inebriated, and they say they like to read books and photography, voyaging and investing energy with their loved ones, or they're essentially foodies that appreciate eating costly feasts. This one is my undisputed top choice. I'm into spirituality. For the first time ever, I might want to hear something else entirely in one of these profiles. They'd all appear to be doing yoga and hauling around a yoga mat any place they go. For what reason would they not be able to be into combative techniques, Metropolitan Investigation, composing their own music or verse, or maybe into top oil mindfulness, or into maintainability or survivalist. Most folks I know are into movement perusing, they like dogs and partake in a decent feast. Yet, notwithstanding these exercises, they additionally appreciate different things that are novel to their character and getaway congruity. Most folks appreciate what ladies appreciate also. Be that as it may, most folks don't necessarily appreciate what different folks do. Most men appear to seem, by all accounts, to be better at making up their own personalities and remaining consistent with their own cravings. Most ladies appear to not to have this capacity or quality. Their worth in dating and life comes to the overall worth of different females. Numerous men esteem themselves against different folks in view of the overall worth of their utility. How much cash he makes versus his companions. In any case, a few men couldn't care less about cash, yet bringing in cash and working at something is the means by which most men frequently gain their worth concerning their own self-esteem and worth. Concerning individual interests, a few ladies appear to have changed sorts of interests when they're in their early 20s that oppose show. I'm discussing ladies that are in their early to mid-20s. When most of them hit their late 20s and 30s, they frequently can frame into ordinary pursuits. As of now, assuming that a lady said that she was into goth on her web-based profile, I'd observe that she is still into that culture, since she enjoys it and not on the grounds that it's well known. I'd view that as more fascinating than what most ladies post on the profiles. However, web-based dating is much better compared to the beginning of the late 90s when I was meeting ladies off the web. In those days, the vast majority didn't share their photos online on the grounds that computerized cameras were difficult to find. Recall when you really needed to utilize a FLAB scanner to filter an image prior to putting it on the web. You could in a real sense see many ladies in a single hour. In such a way, society, as well as friendly qualities, would make sure that there were fundamentally be no reasons to utilize this innovation and not to coordinate security. 5 to 10 years ago, we used to utilize words online to draw in the other gender. Presently, we use photographs. The following stage will most likely be video and afterward computer-generated reality. I might want to perceive how ladies conceal their defects with innovation that compels them to uncover their full bodies in superior quality. The main organization that utilizes Oculus Break, or a comparable innovation, to either make computer-generated reality dating profiles will fundamentally make a fortune. Yet it pays to remain in front of the mechanical bend. That is all I got to say for now. Much thanks to you everybody for taking your everyday portion of red pills. So partake in the remainder of your day, and good wishes.